Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Saturday morning. We have a major oil pipeline breach going on here in the United States. Do stay tuned. I do have a good verse to share towards the end with a little message that I believe you will find very relevant with these days here. But yes, we have one of the largest oil spills in a while. Now, this is on the Keystone Pipeline. Along the Keystone Pipeline, 14,000 barrels of crude oil has been gushing through the Kansas countryside. Now, this is a major pipeline breach. It was ruptured, it looks like sometime about the middle of this past week. And yeah, the line is shut down right now. Now this, it's unclear. It is shut down now. It's unclear when it will restart at this point. Keystone carries about 622,000 barrels of oil per day from Canada to the United States. It carries it to storage and refining hubs. The operators of this remain mum on the cause of this breach, so we're not giving any information right now on why this has ruptured. But this is, I mean, that's a lot of oil, 622,000 barrels per day. This pipeline runs basically from Canada to Oklahoma. 588,000 gallons are gushing into a creek in the rural pasture land in Kansas. This is northwest, about 150 miles northwest of Kansas City. Again, this pipeline is shut down right now, and they are not saying when it can be restarted. So I did read where a landowner that has land affected by this spill, he said that a company told him that this may not be resolved until sometime after Christmas or after the 1st of January. So the question is, I mean, how does this affect supply? How does this affect gas prices? You know, that's a sizable amount of oil that is just shut down right now. So it did say the outage will affect oil inventories at the Cushing, Oklahoma facilities. It will cut crude supplies to refining centers in central United States and the Gulf Coast. It is unclear the real impact on this. I mean, I would think it has to have impact on it now. Now, this mentioned the central United States and the Gulf Coast. I would think it would have impact on gas prices. Now, this happened around the middle part of the week, actually. Now, I haven't noticed. Now, we were out a little bit yesterday evening rather, and didn't notice an increase in prices and gas prices here from what it has been, you know, lately. But you know, there could be a very natural reason for this, but the way things go here lately, you know, a pipeline breach, you know, to me, it's suspicious. You know, will we ever know? You know, who did this? How did it happen? You know, it comes on the heels or right in the middle of a time when electrical power stations, substations are being attacked as well. And that's from coast to coast, basically, that's happening. So we have a pipeline breach, we have electrical substations being attacked. I think there is a lot more to all of this that, you know, than meets the eye right now. share your thoughts. I mean, keep an eye on this and see how it affects things. But I believe we are. I don't think it's a stretch to say that not just this issue alone, but just a lot of things, of course, is I believe that we are in a spiritual battle, y'all. I mean, I believe we are in the thick of it. It's not the calm before the storm. It's not a lull. You're in it. We are in it, in the soup right now. That is my opinion. We need to stay alert. We need to stay prepared. We need to stay in the Word. We need to stay in just close to Christ. Keep on that walk. Keep following Jesus. This is not, I believe 2023, y'all, I believe 2023 could be a real doozy. I hope not. I hope it just kind of, calms down a bit. It might. However, I have a feeling that 2023 is going to be quite a doozy. I don't believe what we're dealing with is so much political. I mean, that's part of it, but I don't believe the real enemy here is necessarily human or political. There are pawns. There are people that are deceived, that are in positions of power. There are a lot of people that are deceived that are not in positions of power as well. But the ones we see on TV, talking heads, I believe there's a lot of deception going on. And I believe, like I said, I don't believe our enemy is necessarily, or our battle is not necessarily against humans and politics or political fights. I believe it's spiritual. I believe it's a very familiar enemy. And that's ramping up. And we've seen the signs of that. We have a spiritual enemy. It's the same one that's been there all along. It is satanic. It is evil. I believe it's infiltrated highest levels, the power centers, government. I think Teddy just left. Excuse my dogs. And I believe the deception is just growing. So, that is my opinion. That is the way I'm thinking right now. I'm going to share a verse here that I believe will give you some comfort. It is relevant. And it is Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9 says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith. And this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." The gift of grace. Amen. I saw a social media post about a day or so ago that said that if Paul saw the church in America today, we would get a letter. Funny, but not funny, really, right? Yeah, we'd get a letter, all right. We'd probably get a book, all right? We'd probably get a dang book. Preaching to, dressed down, whatever you want to call it. We need it. That's my message right now. Share your thoughts. Take care out there. Be aware. Let's be safe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.